therapists get tempted is to keep pushing the couple.
Oh, yeah,
And rather than thinking of it as maintaining the gain, they make a small improvement and maintain a gain, and then make another small improvement and maintain a gain. They keep pushing and pushing the couple. I think that's very easy temptation.
Yeah, it's easy to try to help the client to reach 10. Because especially with this couple where they have had 10s. However, if we get the movement from 0 to 6, it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10 are already implied. And so that they're continuing the work is going to sort of automatically lead them to 10. But it might not. And they might decide, as most couples, most families, most individuals do, that once they reach 7, that's good enough, and they can go the rest of the way on their own.
Well, there were 2 more sessions scheduled.
Scheduled, yes.
Scheduled.
One at a time.
Okay.
We didn't schedule 2 sessions. We scheduled one at a time. And both of them, they called up and canceled and said they were too busy.
Which is absolutely a good sign.
Yeah.
They're busy living their life.
Right.
Right.
Too busy to come to therapy.
Uh-huh.
And I think that's wonderful.
Right.
And that I'm pretty confident, maybe even more than that, that if they run into roadblocks or further difficulties or however they would talk about it, that they will call us.
I agree with that too. I tend to think that way too.
You know, but the improvements obviously good enough. That they're so busy they can't find time to come. I think that is the best definition of success at this point with this couple.
So I guess if we are to summarize then brief treatment of a couple, then if we based on this case, then all we do is give them a kickstart sort of.
Yeah.
And then sort of they're on their own way from there.
Well, I think that's true. With that we point out to them a certain direction of what they've been talking about. And we develop that map, so to speak, with them of where they want to go and how they're going to get there. And as long as they're going that direction and working toward getting there, then our job is done.
Okay, so I guess, is that why they call you a minimalist?
Might be. There are other reasons, as you may have noticed, watching the tape. I really don't talk very much.
No.
Don't say very much.
No.
And when I do talk and say something, got a lot of that sort of thing, because I want them to jump in and finish my talk for me.
They do.
And they do sometimes.
They do.
Maybe not as much as some other couples do, but they do. So whatever I'm saying, I want to be said in their words, and they might as well say what I'm going to say.
Right.
So I start off a sentence and hang around and wait and see if they don't finish it for me.
Well, I think that you are the master at utilizing silences.
I believe in silence.
In therapy sessions.
Yeah.
And I think that most therapists are very afraid that when they are silent, the client will jump in with a whole lot about the problem talk.
Yeah.
But once you shifted to more solution talk, it seems like all you do is just sit back
Yeah, we were talking
and
about the
give them
day
a
after.
lot of space.
We were talking about the day after the miracle,
Right.
and I just sit there. They're going to keep talking about the day after the
Right.
miracle. If they don't, then I can intervene and say, you know, how will that be different the day after the miracle?
Uh-huh.
But I don't really need to do anything as long as they're talking about the day after the miracle. I can just sit there and go, yeah, right, good, yeah. And, but I believe in silence and the importance of silence, probably because of my musical background. You know, the musicians are taught that the spaces between the notes are just as important as the notes, perhaps. And because without the space between the notes, you have noise. And I think that's true as talking. It's certainly true on the printed page. We have spaces between the notes, between words. And I think that having space, having silences, gives a client a chance to think.
Well, we hope this tape has been useful.